or Memorex that time around. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Big difference between the tape and the real thing. We're all set, ready to go. Komets won last Friday in Cincinnati, and they're looking for another victory here tonight in front of a supposedly sellout crowd, Randy, but I see a lot of empty seats.
Sure are.
Hopefully they will be filing in, as seems to be the tradition this year here in Coliseum. A little bit late they come in.
Well, there's so many things happening in the parking lot out there that so many different places to park. Hard to get in.
Opening face-off taken by the Komets. Back to Joel Savage. Good to see that man back. He puts a little fire into this team, Randy.
Big contribution to the hockey club in the offensive zone and defensive zone back checking.
Here comes Colin Chin to the line. Throws one in behind the Salt Lake net. Taken by Richardson. He feeds it out front, and Salt Lake is there to take it away. Ratushny steps in, fires it right back into the Salt Lake zone. And Miller for Salt Lake. Feeds it on around the near side. And the clearing attempt went to center ice, and that's where the Komets will take over. Jean-Marc Richard has the puck for the Komets. Feeds it into Kelly Hurd. Kelly Hurd right in the slot. He's being tackled and everything else. And no call on the play. Here comes Salt Lake out of the zone. Tried to get it to Chernomaz, but they couldn't get it over to him. Fired into the Fort Wayne zone by Patrick LeBeau. Dan Ratushny feeds it on up. It's going to be taken by Chernomaz. Feeds it back into the corner in the Fort Wayne zone. Fought for against the end boards. Comes loose. Salt Lake has it behind the net. Little backhand around behind the Fort Wayne net. Still fought for. Comes right out, but the Komets are there to take it. And here comes Igor. Igor feeds a pass through to Kelly Hurd. Hurd takes a shot, a little high on the short side. And Salt Lake will break out of the zone and fire it right back down into the Fort Wayne zone. Salt Lake makes a change, and Fort Wayne makes a partial change. We have Serge Engelhardt on the ice now, number 50 for the Fort Wayne Komets. Fed back in to Muzzatti. Muzzatti stops it there. And Serge Engelhardt was pretty high on the Detroit pick list, too. I think number 2 in '88, wasn't he?
He's a big boy. Had some shoulder problems, though, Tim, and he's kept him out most games this year with Adirondack in the American Hockey League.
Muzzatti stops it behind the net. Salt Lake has it intercepted by Boyce. Behind the Salt Lake net, over to the near side. Davidson in there fighting for it. Salt Lake clears it out to center ice. Lucyk in to check his man. Engelhardt feeds it back over to the far side, and Boyce will just tip it into the zone. Komets will make a line change on the play. And Gillingham just feeds it down into the Komet zone, and Richardson has it for the K's. Grant Richardson on up to Gruel wearing a visor tonight, Randy.
Something you don't see him very often. What's that added protection, Tim?
And we'll have a whistle advancing the puck with the hand in the Salt Lake zone.
There's had a problem with an edge there, Scotty is.
Well, maybe he got that visor problem from Heroes and Friends the other night when Sue taped, huh? Hoping that Guy Dupuis will stop by us sometime tonight, say hello. Doing fine. He's been skating. He will be wearing a full face shield the rest of the season. Naturally.
A tough one to take in the old eye socket. I'll tell you, that's very, very painful. After that's repaired, you got to get your eye alignment done.
LeBeau back over to Miller. Rink-wide pass goes off of Gruel into the Fort Wayne zone. Salt Lake takes it down. Bob J goes into the corner. And who's got it? Corey Kocur up to Colin Chin. Chin feeds it down into the corner of the Salt Lake zone. Chin goes over and gets it, tries to feed it up. He's going to have a shot from Richard. Oh, nice feed over to Gruel. And it's underneath Muzzatti. They'll whistle it right down. Good little flurry of action right there in front of the Salt Lake net. So we've got 16-16 left, first period of play. One shot on goal for the Komets, none for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles early. And the seats are starting to fill up again.
Scotty Grill going into the net there, getting his helmet knocked down over his nose. Not used to that visor yet. It's going to take him probably a couple games, I would imagine.
Ratushny from the point fed right out to the side of the net. And Paul Holden behind the net for Salt Lake. Fed up to Forsland. Hey, he was here with us, wasn't he? Thomas Forsland.
That's right.
Thought that looked familiar. Right out in front of the Fort Wayne net. Ratushny has it go over to the
heads up.
Save made in lower 16 gets souvenir time. Next to last row in lower 16. Good catch.
Yeah.
So the face-off is in the Fort Wayne zone to the right of Pokey Reddick. 15:49 left, first period of play. No score yet. Willett in there with Heapley, and the Komets get the draw as Jean-Marc Richard tries to get it up, and it's going to go all the way to center ice. Salt Lake controls. Looks like Theon Fleury out there at number 12, Randy. Not
sure
too big of a guy, Heapley. Jean-Marc
Richard. Real strong, low center of gravity player.
Yeah, tough little cookie.
Oh, sure does.
Here come the Komets. Willett to Chibriev. Igor tries to feed it back through. A bouncing puck. Paul couldn't control it. It's in the corner. Chibriev centers, and there's three Salt Lake guys. Heapley off the boards. Up to Holden. Down into the Fort Wayne zone it goes, and Serge Engelhardt. Icing call against Salt Lake with 15 minutes left. No score.
Say that Holden's a big guy, 6'3", 215. Played in Phoenix last year. Thought it was familiar.
So on the icing call, the face-off goes back down to the Salt Lake zone to the left of Jason Muzzatti. Good goaltender, Muzzatti.
Played in Indianapolis Indianapolis was receding from Salt Lake on loan. Now Salt Lake wanted him back. Oh, what a boomer shot.
Looks like one of my tee shots. Engelhardt kind of dubbed that one. Comes up to Heapley. He goes into the zone, fed through in front of the Fort Wayne net. Finds us all the way back to Ian Boyce. Ian Boyce one-on-one. Boyce takes the shot, and it goes all the way to the far side. Lucyk will cheat in there. And Chris Miller puts it on up to the blue line. Back down into the Fort Wayne zone it goes. And Ian Boyce for the Komets. Nice hook job by Chernomaz there. No call made on that. And now we're going to have a penalty call, I believe, on Salt Lake. Looks like a slash on Rick Chernomaz. He did call it, Randy.
I was really surprised there. Boyce just about took a tumble there and ran to lead Davidson unintentionally. But
of course, Rich Chernomaz, no stranger to you IHL fans that have been around a while. He's got 64 games played, 24 goals, 38 assists for 62 points and 138 penalty minutes.
And now 140.
That's right. I thought you said you were bad at math.
I can add 2 to that, I think.
You handled that pretty good.
Well, it's one of my few accomplishments, believe me.
Just counting today?
Yes.
Okay. Face-off, high in the face-off circle in the Salt Lake zone.
Smells a little fishy, Tim.
Okay. And let's see, they throw Chin out. And
I think Willett's going to take the face-off.
Will take it against former Comet for a while, Thomas Forsland. And the draw taken cleanly by Fort Wayne. Jean-Marc had it. Winds up, shoots the save, was made by Muzzatti. Rebound comes out to Willett over to Gruel. Gruel back on the point to Richard. Richard over Kocur whipped on one.
We've had a couple whiffs, you know, really surprising.
Well, he looked up. Just like the golf shot, you keep your head down till you make the contact. Jean-Marc Richard has it back over to Corey, back to Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc feeds it off to the side to Willett, and it's going to be picked up by Salt Lake, and they'll ice it.
Oh, boy.
1:25 left in the Fort Wayne power play. Corey Kocur behind his own net. The chin, cross-rink pass to Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc just fires it into the zone. That goes way up and into the seats.
Well, that one really took a funny...
good roll. It gave it a good ride off the glass back there. So far, no score, folks. 13:32 left, first period to play.
Now, there's something you don't see very often, Tim. The guy threw the puck back.
Huh. Well, he must have been the old Flames or the Indiana Kick soccer fans, so they all had to throw the ball back in during those games.
I remember that. I never saw a game, but I remember them doing that.
1:06 left in the Fort Wayne power play. Only one shot on goal for each team, and we're 7 minutes into this game. There it comes to Richardson. Richardson feeds it off.
Whoa.
And it'll be cleared. No, Richardson did a pretty good job of trying to keep it in, but he'll have to go back to his own zone and pick it up. Grant behind his net, keeps on going. Feeds the pass over to Igor. Nice little dish off to Kelly Hurd. He was grabbed.
So grabbed him back.
Yeah. Igor has the puck. Back over to Bob J. Feeds it through in the crease to score. Savage.
There's the man in front of the net, Joel Savage. And that's where he best plays.
And I'll tell you, Randy, I think the Komets really missed Joel. His intensity level out there on the ice, he really picked this team up.
Yeah, his physical strength is undisputable, that's for sure.
And I believe Bob J shot that in. Bob should get an assist on this one.
I was thinking Willett then got it in the corner and passed it out, but I think we'll have to listen to see it.
Well, we know that Joel Savage will get the goal, and that'll be Joel's 10th. Way to go, Joel.
Okay.
Jay and Hurd.
I saw a 7 there.
And another score.
Ian Boyce.
And another score.
Now we got Lee Davidson out there, but I don't know if Lee was going to get any type of assist on that one.
Well, Pat's going to be busy replaying this stuff. 2 goals within about 8 seconds of each other here, folks. And the Komets all of a sudden have jumped out to a 2-0 lead. And that's only Fort Wayne's 3rd shot on goal. We got
third and fourth shot, second and third shot, I guess, was what they scored on. Or second and fourth, what was that? Yeah, I guess.
So the Komets jump out early against Salt Lake. And Ian Boyce.
Big crowd favorite, Tim.
Gets the goal. Lucyk and Hankinson assist on Ian Boyce's goal. 2-0 Fort Wayne with 12:13 left, first period of play. No, Randy, we've been needing those goals. They've been coming few and far between here at the Coliseum.
Well, Com's done a pretty good job of keeping the puck in their zone. Not a lot of shots, but keep the puck in.
That's right. Of course, when you do that, you know the opportunities are going to come if you're playing on their end of the rink all night. And icing against Salt Lake with 11:51 left. Hey, the Komets are leading this one 2-0, folks, on goals.
And we're happy about that for sure.
Savage and Boyce give the Komets a 2-0 lead. So Mazzotti looked really upset on that second one.
And he played tough goal against us when he was with Indianapolis, and really kept Indianapolis in a lot of the games we played against them. But 2 or 3 games anyway, I'm thinking.
Jim Amstutz is tinkering with his
new music.
We can't hear it all with these headsets on, but Ratushny feeds it through, and a deflection by Chibriev just missed the top left corner. He wanted it too.
He was beside himself, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Real big side there.
Good chance for Igor. Ratushny has the puck in the Komets zone. It's going to be kicked loose, and Igor will have it in the corner. He feeds a weak one around the boards, and you're not really supposed to touch the man, really, until he gets the puck. Isn't that right, Randy? Look out, point blank.
Save.
Reddick makes a good save. Salt Lake put the pressure on about 3 feet out in front of Pokey, and he took a point blank stop right there.
And you know how hard that is, Tim, when you don't get a lot of shots on you to react that quick and be ready right at that instant. It's awful tough.
Good point. Pokey Reddick, only his second save of the night, and it was a big one.
Bobby J with an assist already tonight. Hankinson with an assist. And Ian Boyce with a goal. So that line out there right now is pretty effective this early in the game.
Back to the action. Worthman drops it in behind the Fort Wayne goal. Comes over to the far side. Falling down on the plate. Allows Savage to try to clear it. It's still in. It's now across the blue line. And Savage clears it down to the Salt Lake defense. To Forsland, Thomas Forsland. He carries the puck, shoots it into the far corner. Going back is Richardson off the glass, and slash is the call, and it's going to be against Fort Wayne. Joel Savage.
Well, that's not unusual for Joel, a very physical player. In only 30 games, he's got 40 minutes of penalties, now 42 in his 31st game.
So the Komets going to be shorthanded. Salt Lake on the power play. 10:47 left in the first period. 2-0 the score. And we'll see who Salt Lake sends out. They're going to have Forsland, Heapley, Miller, Wortman, and Tim Harris. Heapley and Davidson to take the face-off in the Fort Wayne zone. Draw goes to Salt Lake, back to the right point, cross point to Miller. Miller feeds it down the side and into the corner. Richardson takes his man and is played off the boards, and all the way back down the ice it goes.
Grant Richardson playing real physical out there, Tim.
That's all right with me.
He's a big guy and he can do it. Nice takeout by Corey Kocur.
Miller, look at this. Davidson into forecheck. Komets are aggressive on the penalty killing tonight.
That's right. Get a face-off in there if you have to.
Kocur back to Jean-Marc Richard. He'll just flip it right back behind the Salt Lake goal where Muzzatti leaves it for Miller. Komets make a partial change on their penalty killing unit, and here comes Miller for Salt Lake. Fired in on the defense. Hankinson dropped it down. Reddick will hang. We're going to call offsides.
Offsides, I believe.
Offsides at the Fort Wayne line. 1:17 left in Salt Lake power play time. 2-0 the score in favor of the Komets. As we look over the crowd, looks like we've got some people standing around on the side over there, so it's obviously a sellout.
SROs.
Miller to Chernomaz. Salt Lake on the power play for 1:12 yet. Over to Ratushny. He fires it around the boards and back all the way to Salt Lake zone. It goes. Muzzatti plays it. Jason leaves it for Heapley. Look out. Thought we were going to get a hooker there. Here comes Rick Chernomaz. Fed back. Nobody home.
Wait.
Nobody home.
Everybody's in way too deep.
Miller.
Nice forechecking by Ratushny.
We got him lined up on the blue line there. Reddick plays it off the glass, and it goes out to the right point, intercepted by Paul Willett. He's grabbed and held on to, and no call made.
No call by Adam.
Don Adam, the referee tonight.
As I remember, Tim, he's been here once before this year and didn't do a real bad job.
That's right.
Kind of let the players play and called the real obvious, I guess.
And that was offsides by about 8 feet. 9:02 left. First period of play, 2-0 Komets. 15 seconds left in Salt Lake's power play. And they haven't got a shot on goal yet.
There's linesman Sass. Got Kerry Clark out there. His brother plays in the National Hockey League with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
The other linesman?
What's that?
The other linesman?
No, the number 23.
Oh.
Kerry Clark.
Okay.
Wendell Clark is his brother.
Wendell, tough hombre.
They look very similar.
Wendell still with the Toronto Maple Leafs, right?
Yep. Very physical player, too. Likes to hit, take the body.
That's one of Corey's favorite players, as a matter of fact, is Wendell Clark. Here comes Corey. To the zone he goes. Both sides are equal strength. Chin has the puck. Takes a high stick, one on the back of the head.
Got one there.
Don Adam going to call the penalty. We'll have a high sticking call against Salt Lake, and that one was obvious.
As we said before, Jim was trying to take the stick away from his Adam's apple, I believe, with the left hand, and still controlling the puck with his right. So Colin's been around this league for a long time. What is it, 8 years now, I believe.
Rod Buskus gets the penalty. High sticking Salt Lake. 8:34 left. First period. Komets back on the power play with an opportunity to expand that lead. I think we've already scored 2 goals here. One more and we will have tied the total goals scored in both home games last week, Randy.
Making a note, Buskus, the one that just got the penalty, played 42 games with the Chicago Blackhawks last year. That's quite a thought there.
Savage back to Richardson. He winds up, shoots, hits the ankle of the defenseman, and cleared down to the Fort Wayne zone. 1:45 left in the Comet power play. Scott Gruel in the corner. Looks a lot different with that face shield on, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Richardson has to knock the puck down. He'll bring it out to center, passes it on up to Scott, goes over to Chinner. Scott chases it down in the corner, drops it back to Colin. Colin Chin back out to Grant Richardson. Back over to Colin, a one-timer way up in the air and batted down. And what are we going to have? Passing the puck to the teammate with a hand on the power play.
All the way down.
All the way down is right.
I think you're going to find that Scotty Gruel is going to have a difficult time of really seeing the overall pattern of the play. Not used to that visor. And Scotty's always been the one to have a real overall view of the play going into the zone and an uncanny stick handling ability. I think you're going to see it affected today. He's not going to have the confidence in moving the puck, I don't think.
Face-off just outside the Salt Lake blue line. Komets on the power play for 1 minute 15 seconds yet. Goes back to the Komet zone. Chasing after it is Jean-Marc Richard and David Spruch. And the Komets, Colin Chin up to Scott Gruel. Gruel across the line, tries a stick handle through. And it's going to be fed back out to center ice and back on defense. Here comes Salt Lake, and hurrying back is
nice
Kocur,
save.
And Pokey made a real nice save. Right
what
there.
A rebound, too. Just put it right off the Colin Chin stick.
Here comes the Komets into the zone. Over to Chin. Oh, brother, look out behind the goalie. And they blew it dead.
Quick whistle, Tim. Mazzotti went down.
And it was behind him.
Chris Miller went down. And then when Mazzotti moved up a little bit, the puck was right behind him. And Adam lost sight of the puck. And that's okay. You got to call the play when you lose sight of the puck.
That's right. Once the whistle blows, it's too late to say I'm sorry.
Yeah, it can go both ways, too. You know, it can go down there with Pokey Reddick, same way.
7:14 left, first period of play. 41 seconds left in the Komet power play. Fired on around by Holden. Komets control back to Hurd. Kick loose to Bob J. Bob J.
One man back on defense, so you got to watch that.
Richardson. Willett. Yeah, that's their new power play. They put one man out deep in the middle and then right on the shot. Right, nice save. Mazzotti comes all the way back out center ice and Richardson has it. To Willett, and his pass is picked off by Prost. Or Brost, I'll repronounce that. Brost. And power play time has expired. Bob J. Komets ahead of the puck. And what are we going to call offside? No, they didn't. Up along the near boards all the way back to the Fort Wayne zone, and Grant Richardson back forward again. Behind his own net, Grant Richardson to Engelhardt.
Whoa.
The center, and Willett taken out by, now that's the big kid right there.
Sandy McCarthy, right.
Puck down in the corner in the Salt Lake zone. Kick loose, but Salt Lake will bring it out. LeBeau feeds it into the Fort Wayne corner, and McCarthy hauls down Davidson with the arm. No call made. Miller has it for Salt Lake. Drops it back behind, right out in front of the net, and there's Lucyk for it. What's the size on this McCarthy kid?
6'3", 221. He's first year out of junior hockey. Played in the Quebec Major League.
Good size.
Yeah, not too bad. And he had 326 minutes in penalties last year. 62 games. That's pretty healthy.
Komets have the puck. Joel Savage keeps control
Nice
of it.
move there.
Hands it over, and Scott Gruel gives chase. Miller got to it first, but Savage comes up with it. Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Falling down was 23, Kerry Clark. That's Wendell's brother, you say?
Boy, he hit him with an elbow or something, and Adam didn't see that.
Reddick stops him. He fires it right around the far boards, and Gruel
bounced over his stick.
Going back to get it is Jean-Marc Richard. Up to Savage. Back to Mazzotti. Left there for Rod Buskus. Cross-ice pass. Out of the zone is Holden. Fed down into the Fort Wayne zone. Reddick will play it off the boards. And it goes around, makes a stop. Gruel clears it on down. Icing will be the call against Fort Wayne Komets with 4:11 left. First period of play.
They got Sean Hepley listed at 5'8", 175. But he ran into Gruel right there, about killed himself. This guy looked like, what the heck was that, a gnat on me or what?
He doesn't look 5'8".
No, he doesn't. He looks about 5'5".
Yeah.
5'6" maybe.
Remember Ian McPhee from the old Gold Leaders?
Oh, yeah.
Another guy was like that.
He had some stumps on him, though, I'll tell you. He, real strong player. Had a real strong upper body, too.
Hard to take off the puck.
Lower center of gravity.
That's
right. Plus, he's an animal, so that made a little difference, too.
Face off in the Fort Wayne zone with 4 minutes, 11 seconds left, first period of play. Bob J feeds it over to Kelly Hurd. He'll take the shot. Hey, Mazzotti, a nice blocker save. The rebound came all over to the far side.
Nice poke check by Grant Richardson, Tim.
Chibriev feeds it through, still has the puck somehow. Over to the side of the net. Oh! Chibriev hit the post. Poor Igor having a heck of a time getting the puck in the net tonight. That's two he should have had tonight, but by golly, that's good effort from Igor.
Some fantastic moves in the slot you just do not see by anyone in the IHL, let alone the National Hockey League.
That's a fact.
Very impressive, very impressive. Igor, what a great pleasure to have him here.
It's interesting, huh? Face-off is in the Fort Wayne zone. You got to go to the shoot-off, Randy?
Yep. Oh, gosh, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah. Puck is in the Salt Lake zone. Waiting for these two assistants of mine to wake up. 3:28 left in the first period. Finally, Mark Gavart gets the headset on.
Thank you, sir.
Hey.
Glad to be back.
A lot different than last weekend here so far.
So far, the fans are real happy with what they see. Nice hit.
Komets have controlled the play throughout the first period. The puck's been in the Salt Lake end of the ice almost all night. And
Ian limping off the other side. You can't see it on the camera right now, but Ian got a stick to the chops. He dropped his glove behind the net. He's
Skating over to the boards, not looking too hot. It's going back into the locker room down the chute.
It's Joe Franke time.
It was hammer time, that's why he got hit.
Kocur comes up. Jean-Marc will keep it in. He feeds it back in. The defenseman kicks it up. Comes out to the Fort Wayne line. Chernomaz fed into the Fort Wayne corner. Going after it, Jean-Marc Richard. Feeds it over to Gruel. Scott didn't quite see it. Goes all the way back into the corner on the near side. Scott Gruel feeds it back to Jean-Marc off the side. Shin!
Oh, nice shot.
He's missed it wide, and Mazzotti says, let me have this. And
wants to make sure he's back in his crease to get that freeze.
Grab a little control, huh?
Well, I tell you what, talk about control. These Komets come out hitting real hard, and they're really pushing them off their game. Now, the Salt Lake Golden Eagles played last evening in Kalamazoo, so they shouldn't be all that tired. They had a nice stay in the hotel there, got in a bus today, took a leisurely drive down here, so they shouldn't be too jet-lagged by any way. Kind of interesting to see how they've come out playing, though. They're not really playing that strong right now.
So, who's your fan interview tonight?
We have Kevin Close is going to join us between the first and second period here tonight. We'll have somebody come up for the between second and third, too. But right now you can see the linesman conferring with the official. Hopefully they're talking about what happened to Ian Boyce. Ian getting a stick in the chops there. I hope he didn't lose a tooth over that one, but
yeah,
he wasn't looking too excited. In fact, the doctor, as I looked down the chute there, has just come back out of there and come back up to sit back down in his seat. He pointed to his mouth to a fan who asked him what was going on. So, yeah, I see him pointing to his mouth again as he's talking to somebody about what happened. Hopefully he didn't lose a tooth over this one.
Well, let's see. They make a delayed call, Mark. They made a 10-day delayed penalty on Steve Fletcher against Cleveland. I don't know why we couldn't make about a 10-second delayed penalty.
I don't think anybody's going to get anything they want but a face-off
there's
right
Boyce.
now.
He's back on the bench.
Yeah.
Appears to be okay. I don't see any drag up around his mouth, so
Bryce got a good hard pop.
He loosened it up and put it underneath the pillow tonight, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Face off in the Salt Lake zone. 2:20 left. First period of play. 2-zip. Komets in the lead. Mazzotti stops it there. Miller. And here comes Salt Lake down to the Fort Wayne zone. It goes all the way around. Oh, down goes McCarthy. And
he's a big boy. They're going to call the Komets on that one.
Yeah. He more or less just stepped on top of the stick and went down.
The guy stands about 7'2", doesn't he?
He's a big kid. Big kid.
So Richard's going to do some time for this one. He stepped on Richard's stick and went down.
Yeah.
So as you can hear the raspberries from the crowd. Not too many excited fans here.
So Sandy McCarthy, lack of skating ability, gets a penalty call against the Fort Wayne Komets.
And he's happy. How'd I do, Coach? Not bad at all.
2:04 left, first period of play. 2-0 Komets. 7-3 shots on goal, extremely low.
Well, one thing I started to notice around this IHL, everybody in a different arena views shots on goals a little bit differently. You go to somebody like Cyclones down there in Cincinnati, and if a shot came down by Pokey and he brushed it off to the side and it was a shot from center ice, they'd call that a shot on goal, and we don't call that here. So
yeah,
it's up to the individuals, and it really skews some of the stats from that too.
Yeah. Of course, really, it's not the total amount of shots on goal that counts. It's the quality shots that on goal that mean something. And the Komets really have had their... Well, they got 2 goals, and they had 2 near misses from Igor, so that's 4 for sure.
Yeah.
So most of the Komet 7 have been good quality shots.
Yeah, they have.
Mazotti's had to make some good saves.
He's been sprawling.
Komets are shorthanded for 1:25 yet. Salt Lake has the puck in the Fort Wayne zone with 1:25 left in the period. Right out to the side of the Fort Wayne net, and stopping it was Reddick. And
just left the zone. Jeez, barely got over the line.
Chernomaz has it. He pumps it right back into the Fort Wayne zone. Reddick will stop it for Grant Richardson. Grant can't quite get it around. Workman down there, and it's going to be controlled by Salt Lake, and it comes over to Hipley, to LeBeau. LeBeau skates in, shoots a weak one, and Reddick kicks that over to the side. 51 seconds.
Sticks are high tonight.
That's Salt Lake for you.
Yeah.
Most penalized team in the league. And have been for a number of years.
Heck of a stat to carry with you.
Yeah. There's Heapley. Here he goes into the zone. He'll wind up shooting. Nice glove save by Reddick.
That brings the crowd to their feet.
Good save, Pokey.
I tell you what, that's a good sign of things to come, let's hope.
Looked like us that night we were playing our pickup game, huh?
That's right. Yeah, I'd shoot on you, you'd grab those just like that every time. I'd go for that upper corner, you'd get it. Nice shot of the crowd there. That really brought the people back up again there. Nice save like that. Well, 28 seconds left in the period, 25 left on Jean-Marc Richard's alleged tripping penalty.
Well, you got to feel sorry for the McCarthy there. He didn't know what he was doing.
No, he didn't. So, he's carrying 2 days of growth of beard on him, too. That's a heavy burden to carry.
Yes. Face-off from Hankinson and Hipley.
Getting him kicked out.
Both of them are shoved out of there. So in goes Lebeau. And is that Corey? Yeah, Kocur.
Yeah, it's hard. He's changed his helmet, so people have
hard to recognize.
It's hard to recognize with a new helmet.
All the way back to the Salt Lake zone. Power play time has 18 seconds left. Good hit by Hankinson.
Lucyk, nice pass.
Kocur. He shoots the bullet side of the net. Nice hard wrist shot from Corey.
Which he doesn't get a chance to pull a trigger on too many of those. He's got a nice shot.
5 seconds left, and Thomas Forsland has it. Center ice just fires in and off the defense, and the buzzer sounds, ending the first period of play with the score of the Fort Wayne Komets 2, the Salt Lake Golden Eagles 0. 7 shots on goal for each team in the first period of play. Thanks to Mark Gavart for setting in for Randy, and folks, stay tuned right here. Kevin Close and Mark Gavart will be here for the Fan in the Stand interview. You're watching Comet Hockey right here on Access TV, Channel 10.
Hey, Comet fans. Hello and welcome to the Fan in the Stand interview. Tonight I'm with Kevin Close. Kevin joins me all the way from section lower 18. Kevin, not a season ticket holder, but a regular game attender. I got a card from Todd Bishop. Todd was up here last week with us as a Fan in the Stand. And at the bottom of the card it said, also call Kevin, and gave your telephone number. And Kevin was like, how did this guy get my phone number? Well, that's how you got strung into this. And then, of course, I called Kevin, and his wife called him and tracked him down at the bowling alley and made sure you could say yes or no to it. How's the game going so far in your mind?
It's going great. It's a lot better than what they've played the last 3 games, and
yeah,
I think it's going well.
I think one of the things that was interesting to me, I know about 10, 12 season ticket holders, and they got their season ticket renewal notice on Tuesday after they'd lost 3 games in a row, and a lot of them were a little set back by that fact, so that was kind of poor timing. But I think the way the period has shown so far, there's some really good things have happened for the Komets so far.
That is correct. And like I said, I'm not a season ticket holder, but we've talked about it last year, and I think maybe this next year I may get one. Of course, they win or lose, I still show up. So
right, and that's a great thing to say, because there's a lot of people that feel that way. No matter how bad or how good a team's doing, as long as you're here every week, you're supporting them. You know how it was back in October, and I know you were coming to those games.
That's right. As of late, they've changed with the players coming in and out, and I think what they do is they've taken some players out and made some of the other players play and say, hey, if you ain't going to play, we're going to put new players in.
Exactly. So. And you can see a change by some of the players changing their helmets, too. That makes a little interesting look. Scott Gruhl wearing a different one. Kocur's wearing a different helmet. You wonder if they're trying to change, maybe throw some of the old equipment away and try for something new.
Well, I seen Kocur for a while there. When he had his longer hair, I thought he was Bobby Laxo.
Yeah.
And now that Gruhl's out there with the shield and helmet, doesn't even look like Scott Gruhl.
Exactly.
But it makes you look and see who's playing on the ice.
Right. Very true. Well, some good things so far. I really like some of the hitting so far this first period. What do you think?
I think it's great. They play, and when they're hitting, they're winning.
Yeah.
And I notice when they try to skate with a team, they don't win.
Right, exactly.
And if a team gets you in that skate mode, they get us in the skate mood, and then we lose.
Right. You a hockey player yourself?
I used to be.
Did you?
Yeah, long time ago.
You don't skate much anymore?
No.
Yeah. That's the same with me. I live it out right here watching these guys do it.
Right. Me and my wife come, and my 2 kids, and like I said, me and my wife and 2 kids, we've been coming for about 6 years now, and matter of fact, I've been coming all my life. And
I was going to say, you got started as a youngster. Your parents used to bring you out all the time, didn't they?
My mom and dad were season ticket holders. My sister was a season ticket holder. My aunt and uncle, they're season ticket holders. I've been coming all my life, and I like it.
Good. One of the things that I find is everybody I talk to that came as a child ends up bringing their kids too. Your kids really enjoy coming to the games too?
They like it. Yes, they do love it. They like the excitement, the fans.
Right.
And they know who the Komets are. I turn TV on and it's hockey, and they know what hockey is.
Right. Exactly. How old are they?
My daughter's 3 and my son's 2.
Oh, great. That's a good way to start them. Get them started early on that. They're really going to take it from there. They'll end up meeting and hanging out with kids who don't know anything about hockey, and they're going to be the resident experts that'll make them feel good later on in life.
Oh, they love to play hockey at home. We got a couple of little souvenir hockey sticks.
There you go.
And they like to do that at home.
Watch the lamp. Get a Nerf ball for them.
That's right.
We've already had that mishap at my house, too.
Oh, yeah,
So, well, let me ask you about some favorite Komet players. Who do you have as a favorite player?
Favorite player this year? I like Kocur.
Yeah.
Kocur's a real good player. Gruhl's wicked player. You just kind of watch out for him.
Yeah.
I used to hate Gruhl as an opponent.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, but as a Komet, you just grow to like him.
Right. I know talking with Scott one time, he said that he had a fan come to him and say, Scott, I still hate you, even if you're a Komet. He says, I appreciate that honesty. He wants to know that up front. But you're right. A lot of people were Gruhl haters. Now they really support him. Heck, the guy's got the 3rd leading penalty minutes on the team right now.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how he's playing, too.
I didn't notice that until the other day. I looked at a program. I usually don't buy a program since I know all the players. And I seen he had like 225 penalty minutes, and I didn't realize he had that many already this year.
I did not picture him to be in that position either. I figured him for goals and assists, but never up there on that far for penalty minutes.
Somebody said that they had talked with him. She knows a lot of the players. She goes, well, if you can't go out with the most goals, maybe you go out with the most penalty minutes. So,
What a way to go. What a way to go. What a way to be remembered in the IHL.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you had a chance to go on and to see any road games, watch the Komets play anywhere else?
Yeah, we go to a lot of road games. We've been to Kalamazoo. We've been to Indianapolis. This year, we're going to go back up to Kalamazoo on the 26th and see that road game.
Yeah.
And we go to a lot of road games, as long as they're close.
Yeah, I agree. That the Wings Stadium, what are your thoughts of that place?
I don't like it. No, you can't really see much if you're on the side. You got to sit on the end. You got to sit low.
Right.
And it's so dark in there, and they got a ledge. It's probably about that wide, and a lot of times the puck can rest on there. I think it's a smaller rink. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a shorter sheet of ice too. And the Kalamazoo Wings always seem to play a little bit better on that home ice because they're used to practicing on that ice. Where the blue lines, it's a tighter area, which throws a lot of teams off.
Yeah, it does. It looks narrower and it looks shorter.
Well, it's such a small building too. Great for youth hockey, high school hockey, but it doesn't seem like it's a pro hockey rink. And they've been there for about 19 years playing out of that rink too. Lots of talk and speculation. I was in Kalamazoo yesterday. Everybody's wondering where they're going to go since the North Stars are moving. They expect the affiliate to move too. Never can tell. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I just seen that on the news yesterday that the North Stars moving to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Is
Big
that
hockey country there, huh?
Yeah, is that in the middle of the year? They're just moving? Or?
No, actually they signed a contract to be there next year, and so they'll start next season down there. And actually they've got a beautiful arena, and there's a heck of a lot of fans down there. And so the South is starting to take on hockey in a bigger idea. You know, they got Tampa down there, and there's some more southern cities that are bidding for a chance to get a hockey team out there, as well as the West Coast, too, with the Mighty Ducks going out to Anaheim. So we're going to see some changes. It's getting more global. I hope something good comes from it. We can still keep teams around here like we've got, too.
I hope so. I mean, I've been, like, Komets Hockey's been here for as long as I've lived.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
I think they are moving out west. They got Las Vegas, Nevada, and if they're going to get in Texas, they're going to get a lot of teams out west.
They get more Southwest stuff. As far as pro teams go, NHL teams, do you have a favorite team you like to watch?
I like to watch all of hockey.
Yeah.
I'm a New Jersey Devils fan, but they're not doing too well. But I like to watch them. I'm not a Blackhawk fan. A lot of my friends are Blackhawk fans. I just don't like them.
Well, it just goes by what we get to watch. I feel a lot the same way, too. College hockey, professional hockey, whatever's coming on TV. Pat Stelty doing the coverage for a Comet game, too. I like to watch a good hockey game and see good coverage, and the more we can get, the better it is as far as I'm concerned.
Right. College hockey, I'm not too much into college hockey. It seems that they're a little more with the sticks, and I just don't like it. They get
helmets and masks.
Yeah, helmets and masks, and they get kind of wild. I just don't care too much for college hockey.
Yeah. Well, you have anybody want to say hello or goodbye to?
No, just all the Comet fans.
All right, that sounds great.
All right,
Kevin,
thanks.
thank you very much for joining me. Stick around, fans. 2 more exciting periods of hockey. Kevin, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
In Dance Collective presents Miriam Soto and Pepon Osorio's production of Historias, April 9th at the Performing Arts Center. Historias is a tough, uncompromising look at some ugly social issues. It is also unsurpassingly beautiful and immensely moving, like nothing you have ever seen. The production will be preceded by a Puerto Rican dinner.
Can you pass Indiana's new driving tests? Indiana's law enforcement is hitting the road looking for the drug-impaired driver. And they have a few new driving tests you'll have to pass. These officers have been trained in drug recognition.
We can detect impairment from the illegal use of drugs.
Pass Indiana's new driving test. Don't drive impaired.
Turn to find help for an elderly person you love. Call the Elder Care Locator at 1-800-677-1116.
Understanding brings us together. A message from the Indiana Governor's Planning Council for people with disabilities. People tease people who have something different about them because they want to know what's wrong, but don't know how to ask. People tease people who are different to hide the nervousness they feel inside. And because they're afraid.
Afraid of what?
Being different.
Understanding brings us all together.
Come to me, my baby. Come to me, my child.
Every year, thousands of children are born with heart problems.
Let me hold you. Let me help you. Let me see you smile.
Research funded by the American Heart Association gives these children a chance for life.
My child.
You can help prevent heart disease. We can tell you how.
I love to see you smile.
And we're back at Memorial Coliseum at the end of the first period. The Komets in a 2-0 lead. Very easily, Randy Martin. Could have been 4-0. Igor had 2 excellent opportunities. One went a little bit high, and the other one just about 2 inches right of the post.
That one where he was dazzling all over the place in the slot there, he even had a last second chance there in the top corner, but just couldn't get it going. But it was nice seeing Kevin Close. I haven't seen him for a while. That's Dick Close's son. I remember him from the old Pepsi Comet days, and we used to call him Stubby, Merv. His hero back then as a kid was Merv Dubchek.
Of course. We're ready for our second period face-off. Two giants out there, Randy, Chin and Hepley, or Hepley, however you want to pronounce that.
They look at each other. How tall are you? I'm 6 foot.
Liar.
How tall are you? I'm 6'1". How tall's the ref here?
Like Liar's Poker, huh? Only one shoot-off tonight.
No comment. We're going to give away your Valiant.
Touchy subject, yes, folks.
We're going to give away your Valiant. So we found out had to make the hole too big.
You have to miss the board to get that, folks. Just underway, second period here, and the Komets in the lead 2-0 over the Golden Eagles. Bob Jay has it behind his own net, feeds it up to Colin Chin. Chin pass over to left wing to Scott Gruel. Look out, and stays in play. Joel Savage. Scott had that aimed perfectly, didn't he?
Big hit there, spread his body out.
Here comes Salt Lake to the Fort Wayne line. Drop back shot. Reddick makes, a nice rebound save by Pokey. And who we got down hurt? Is it Chinner?
Looks like Chin.
Chin a little shook up on the play. He's getting up.
Sabern and Gruel bopping each other there a little bit.
Pokey up with the initial save. The rebound came right back up, made the second save. So Pokey's looking pretty sharp tonight, considering he's only had to handle 9 shots total so far in the game. Salt Lake out shooting us 9-7 so far. But the first period really, Randy, for all intents and purposes, was played mostly in the Salt Lake end of the rink.
That's right. Not getting a lot of shots, but the ones we did get, it looks like we capitalized on them.
Face off to the left of Eldon. Pokey Reddick. Taking the draw for Fort Wayne, Lee Davidson. And the face-off controlled by the Komets. Ratushny out to center ice. Davidson has it. Offsides ahead of the play was Hankinson by about a foot.
Chernomaz looks like he might have pulled him off sides a little bit. If you can get away with it, that's great. But sometimes if a real alert referee, which sometimes we don't have those available, we'll call interference. So as a talented winger, and what a winger is taught is to run your man off sides if possible. Just hook onto him a little bit and bring him over that blue line. Get that face off.
I heard Amstead said the game between the Komets and Atlanta was rescheduled for April 5th, I believe, in Atlanta.
That's what I've heard.
I'm sure they just wouldn't let it go because it's very important that the home team gets their revenue.
Oh, yes. And when you're in a professional sport like this, you definitely need the points. Sometimes may settle a playoff position.
That's right. And Salt Lake has the puck now. Down into the Fort Wayne zone it goes. Jean-Marc Richard fires it around the boards. And out it comes to Willett. Leaves it for Ratushny. Ratushny skates in, shoots, and Masade save.
Going for the 5-hole, Tim.
Yes.
What a shot. Great drop pass by Paul Willett, too. That's something you don't see too often.
Putting a little supreme on Hankinson, and Adams standing right there watching it. Good crowd in attendance tonight. They're not down on the Komets because they lost 2 home games here. Elvis back in attendance. He was out in Arkansas on vacation.
That's where I heard he was spotted last.
He saw in Arkansas, yes.
That holding looks a lot bigger than 6'3".
That's kind of hard to judge from up here on where we're at in the last row. A shot, rebound, kicked all the way back out to center ice. Komets Lucyk going back for it. He backhands it around to Kelly Hurd. to Igor. Igor dipsy-doodling through. Nice pass to Willett. Goes into the corner to Kelly Hurd. He drops it on back, and Salt Lake is there, but Chibriev went in to poke check it off the guy's stick, and it's going to be fought for at the top of the face-off circle. Salt Lake will break out of the zone. Wortman.
Oh.
All the way back to center ice. Salt Lake has it again, carried in. A shot. Nice save by Pokey. Steered that one into the corner excellently. Whoa. Looked like that could have been some interference there, and I think we're going to call interference. All right, he got that one, Randy.
Good call, Tim.
Interfered with Bob J.
Looks like Gillingham's going. 6'2", 205 left winger. La Brea City, Newfoundland. Played in Salt Lake and St. John's, Newfoundland last year in the American Hockey League. Played in 66 games there. Played one game with Salt Lake. Had 306 minutes in penalty minutes with St. John's. Only 66 games. 6'2", 205.
So Gillingham will cool a couple. Of course, Salt Lake has always liked the bigger players.
I was just ready to say that, Tim. Salt Lake has always been pretty well known for having the bigger plays, like Stu Osland and
Stu used to play here. Number of years ago.
Stu. Oh shoot!
Don't think of it. He'll come.
Play with the Blackhawks. I think he's still in the National Hockey League now. Thank you.
Grimson, our ace director, Pat Stelly, comes up with it. Of course, if it's a Blackhawk, he's going to know what's going on.
That's true.
Here comes Gruel. Winds up. A bullet. Goes all the way back down to center ice and into the Fort Wayne zone.
Thank God he's wearing headphones up there. Always comes in handy.
Thank God he's got a big mouth. We never would have heard him, too. Here we go. Back down into the zone. Gruel winds up. Look out. Lower 16.
Uh-oh.
And that one tagged somebody. That got him right square on the head.
Yep.
And it's bleeding. And that what you're looking at right now, folks, is one reason why I don't ever sit down right behind the goal. Something like that can happen so fast.
Let's hope he's okay.
Yes.
Help him out of there, young man. I think looks pretty tough there. He'll be okay. He'll be back for the next period.
It looks like he stopped it square on the forehead, Randy.
Yeah, it did.
Well, he's walking okay.
Yeah, he is.
How he's able to walk, I don't know, because it went up there pretty quick.
I'll tell you, I still think that it's a possibility to put some netting above that plexiglass. You can put some netting that you're not going to distract from the play of the people sitting in the end. But boy, it's something you really hate to see.
Yeah, hopefully the puck turned and got flesh side on him instead of the edge, you know.
Well, it's hard to...
Well, it's hard to move. It moves so fast, it's hard to react, especially if you don't see it.
Well, you see who shot the puck, Scotty Gruel, and it's those babies just go probably, I'd say, guesstimate about 110 miles an hour. That baby's solid vulcanized rubber, frozen.
Made in Czechoslovakia.
It feels like a bumper of a Yugo running into you.
52 seconds left in the Comet power play. Here goes Corey into the zone. He's looking for somebody. He passes it on around to the near side. Chibriev over there looking for it. Feeds it on back around behind the net. Holden will try to clear it. Kept in by Ratushny. Over here to Grant. Back to Denner. A shot. Rebound is going to be put in the net. And it's Chibriev.
Yes, it's a goal. It is a goal because Willett was shoved over, was hit from behind. And that's what Salt Lake is complaining about. Mazzotti is upset too. He's got his mask off.
Oh, we're going to have a little discussion.
Now the referee is conferring with the linesman.
Will it be or will it not be?
Will it be, you say?
Will it be? Let's see if it's a goal. If it is a goal, it was Chibriev's.
Well, Willett was definitely blasted away from the slot, and looks like Chernomaz is mad. I believe
they're going to get it. Yes,
they're going to give it to him.
It's a goal. That makes it 3-0 Komets.
3-0.
As we look at the remnants of Jason Muzzati's goal stick. Igor. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Igor's 29th.
Oh, Muzzati's hot. Look at that, Tim.
And Ratushny will get an assist on Igor's 29th goal of the season, and they play the Igor song.
Well, Muzzati's explaining, giving some gestures. He was down and he shut with his hand. I tell you, even when Willett was going down, he was all somewhat being cross-checked. That could be somewhat of a trying to save yourself a bit. But I don't think he intentionally directed it towards Chibriev. Would you imagine that? Chibriev, would you imagine that? Nah. I doubt it.
Well, guess what, folks? It's 3-0 Komets. Igor Chibriev picks up his 29th of the year. Willett and Ratushny.
What a beautiful...
There's another score! Score Komets!
Whoa, that happened so fast, Tim. I was looking at Dan Ratushny, just a great move, handling the puck and letting the big rocket go, and he turned around, was going to go off the ice, I believe, looking for a change, and the Komets put her ahead 4-0 now.
And both times tonight it's 4-0, and both series of goals have been within 6 or 8 seconds of each other.
That's what I'd say, yes.
And Muzzati not moving or breaking any sticks on that one.
Ratushny getting his plus-minus rating way up there. He was somewhere around 22, I think, at one time. So, Dan Ratushny, you keep on improving your play, and I'm really impressed. You made me a believer out of you, buddy.
Peter Hankinson gets the goal. Whoa, Boyce had a chance.
Oh, we had an offside pass, I believe. Offside, or icing.
And Dan Ratushny picks up another assist, as you so astutely pointed out. And Boyce with another assist, so we've got 4-0.
There's Markifart. There's Steve Fletcher in the runway. I know where he is now, anyway.
Looks to me like he has trouble buying dress shirts, Randy.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Like you, only for different reasons, huh?
Yeah. Let me just say his are a bit tapered more than mine. Quite a bit.
So it's 4-0 Komets, and this is the largest amount of goals we've had out here in a couple of weeks, and the folks are really enjoying it tonight. Salt Lake down by 4. And here goes Hankinson. He has it. Oh, Boyce breaks in. Couldn't quite get the shot off very good. Held up somewhat. Nice hit by Hankinson. Takes his man out. That's the physical part of the game we like to see right there.
Great body check, too, by Peter Hankinson. Tim, just the perfect way to do it. Spread that body out over that opposing player. Whoa, a little high sticking there.
A high stick, and he's going to call it. And a high stick goes to Gillingham. So Salt Lake doing the dummers tonight, folks. The dummers.
Amstut's definitely apropos on the tape he just played. Sometimes you feel like a jerk, sometimes you don't. Or not, I see.
Yeah. Well, Salt Lake, like I said before, the most penalized team in the IHL, and they are keeping it up tonight.
I tell you, it's one thing if you can be the most penalized team and stay up at the top of the league, but where they're sitting right now,
they're at 500, I believe.
They're about 500 there, pretty close to that. You can't make dumb mistakes like that and still be a contender. Well, unless you're Philadelphia Flyers, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, it used to work for them, didn't it, back in the 70s? That used to be the old brutal days of the NHL. Power play time. Fort Wayne has 1:44 left to run. Salt Lake has the puck. Chernomaz breaks through right into the post, and down he goes, and that is a penalty call.
We're getting a penalty on that one.
He looks to be all right, Chernomaz. Okay, Rick's all right. Boy, he was flying down there, Randy. He went right into the slot.
I tell you that he had the puck there. It had been definitely a good possibility for a goal. It's a good penalty to take, though. Don't you think, Tim?
Oh well, yeah. I think it won't save the goal. I think. Possibly. You never know, but that was a good opportunity. So Corey picks up the penalty, and that will even it out to 4 skaters aside for Salt Lake and Fort Wayne. And Salt Lake will have a 26-second power play once Gillingham gets out of the box. Purdue made it to the NC2A. How about that? He tries to feed it out, but he couldn't get it done. Back to the point, Miller, all the way behind the net. Reddick steers it on around the near side. Ratushny along the boards, kept in, and it goes back to center ice. Salt Lake will have to regroup.
Got a good man out there, forechecking, Igor Chibriev.
They can do it all. Here goes Salt Lake, drop pass shot, and Reddick makes the save, and he'll hang on to it. He had Severin right there in front of him.
I'll tell you, Pokey really looks like he's in the game tonight, Tim. Where last game, Al Sims had to pull him, deservedly so. Had a couple of them. Pokey came out, tried to stop the angle. And when you're a goaltender trying to come out, it's so difficult to keep that stick flat in the ice. And boy, the puck went right underneath the stick, and Al pulled him out. Put in Gagnon. Not a lot of things changed. A lot of times you can get the momentum changed, but that time Komets got beat. Not a good game. Not a good sign for the Komets, but Pokey Reddick's in the game tonight.
Yeah, you can sure tell the difference when he's on and when he's not. And of course, when a goaltender is not on and they get pulled, believe me, they're not upset at the coach. They're more upset at themselves.
Oh, good
than
point.
Anything.
Good point.
You got to keep that in mind. They're unhappy with the way they're playing.
Good point.
And here goes the Komets into the Salt Lake zone. Bob Jay has in his feet. Salt Lake will come out with it. Here comes Forsland, Thomas Forsland into the Fort Wayne zone. And Davidson behind the net. Lee Davidson passes it up to Kelly Hurd. Hurd tips it in between two men, goes after the puck himself. Gives it to Davidson. Davidson left, kind of all over the side of the net.
Oh,
Lucyk!
Hey, Lucyk! Whoa! I'll tell you, that's what you said, definitely with the defense pinching in. And Kerry Lucyk found himself way deep in the offensive zone. And normally your stay-at-home defenseman, Kerry Lucyk, fine goal, and great centering pass from Lee Davidson.
Well, that's the way I'm going to call it, Randy. Lucyk the goal, Hurd and Davidson on the assist.
In that order? Hurd was in the corner, I think. So I think Davidson, yeah, we'll switch those around, we'll see. But great effort. Kelly Hurd to the blue line, dumping the puck in, trying to split the defense. Great job. 5-0.
Louis did a pretty good shot there, didn't he?
Really surprised me on that one.
Here's the announcement. Lucyk gets the goal, which we knew, and the assist will go to Lee Harley Davidson. Okay, sounds like we got ourselves a little Chris Berman sitting over there in the PA announcer's booth, huh? 5-0, folks, the score. The Komets getting ready to blow out Salt Lake. That can change. But the way that they're playing tonight, it looks like they're going to keep it on. And I hope they do. Salt Lake power play has expired. So both sides are skating 5 aside. Nice hit by Richardson in the corner. It goes back to Hankinson. He takes a high hit from, guess who? Gillingham had the elbow up there. Gillingham will go over there. Put a little late body in there.
Ted McCarthy's a big boy. He hit, Mark's sitting there, puts his hand above his head like about 4 inches taller than Richardson, but
well, look at the size of the guys they've got out there. Holden is big, McCarthy, Gillingham, Sabarin. They're all over 6'1", 6'2".
Yep.
And we got Boyce, Hankinson. Right, give us a break.
Yeah, really.
That's why I was kind of surprised Fletch wasn't dressed for tonight.
Well, this team, as big as they are, they skate well. They're very quick. You got a guy like Ratushny and Heapley. They both can scoot, like our Ian Boyce and Peter Hankinson type of players. Boyce can turn on the jets.
Forsland from Salt Lake has it in the Komets zone. He'll backhand a pass over to Wortman. Wortman takes a shot.
Just wide.
Wide to the far side, and Salt Lake will have to go back to their own blue line, set things up again. Wortman. And a blast from Brost goes off of Reddick's blocker. Over to the far side, Thomas Forsland with the puck. Nice backhand over to McCarthy. And down goes McCarthy, and
no holding. Unbelievable there.
Chin. Well, what a mismatch combination there, huh? Salt Lake's Forsland takes a shot. He's wide of the mark, and McCarthy, a good backhand. Reddick was there to steer that aside. Nice backhand by McCarthy. Salt Lake trying to put the pressure on now, Randy.
And McCarthy gave the old Bobby J a little bit of a wood there. Bobby J's playing tough there for the net.
Into the corner.
A little high stick for crying out loud, McCarthy.
Put a little high stick up in Lucyk's face. Now Lucyk and McCarthy looking at each other. And Lucyk not much of a fighter, but I'll tell you, you get the kid mad, you'll know you're in a scrap.
Now, Kerry's strong. He's about 6 foot, about 190. Like I say, he's not. He's most times a stay-at-home defenseman. Going in the box.
They're going to even it up. McCarthy and Lucyk will probably get 2 roughing with 10:40 left in the period.
Salt Lake number 10, Sandy McCarthy. Komets number 12, Kerry Lucyk each. 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay, 2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct to McCarthy and Lucyk. Hey, Pat, you know where the dancing girl sits over there behind Hoosier Lottery? Once we get the next break, you got to check it out.
Well, I believe she's missing, isn't she?
No, she's there.
New hairdo or what?
New hair.
Oh.
Whoa, the puck comes all the way back out to center ice. Fired back in by Holden. And getting it for the K's is Ratushny. Dan to Paul.
Nice pass.
Willett breaks out. He'll shoot it right into the Salt Lake zone. Luzzati makes the save. Richard has the rebound. It goes off to the side of the net. Who's going to get it? Salt Lake comes up with it. Buskus. To center ice. Fed back on the defense. Igor has the puck for the Komets now. 4-on-4. Here goes Igor. Left side. Look, shoots. Oh, great save.
Oh, jeez.
Rob Chibriev. Nice moving, Igor. Just laid that big fat pad out there and robbed him. Igor was
fantastic.
That's 2, 3. That could have been Igor's 4th goal. That's how hot the guy has been tonight. He's had that many good quality chances. So when he's flying, you know that the Komets are more than
nice
same.
Play there by
Davidson gets around his man. He's got Hurd with him. Drops it back.
Oh.
Couldn't get the shot off. Nice play by Lee on the side
there. Great stick handling. Oh, my gosh.
And Bob J just robbed Chernomaz of the puck. Miller feeds it in front. Goes back to Chernomaz over to 55. He takes the shot. And Reddick got the big pad on it. And it's going to come.
People wanting to call there. Lee Davidson took a big dump there in front of the net.
It'll be an icing against the Fort Wayne Komets with 8:57 left.
I'm definitely going to have to watch this game Wednesday night, Tim. I really like that move that Lee Davidson made.
Check out the Hoosier Lottery sign there, Pat, where the dancing lady sits. Does she look a little different to you? Anne-Marie? Can you tell me what the difference is, Randy? You're very astute.
Her hair different hair color.
Yes. No more blonde, huh?
She's a lot like the weather.
Elvis doing his thing there. Oh, my goodness, what a save, Reddick. point-blank rob job on Hepley. And Hankinson, but it's going to be whistled offside.
Oh, nice run in.
And Salt Lake starting to get a little feisty down there. Boyce is going to go with somebody. Whoa, Boyce hit somebody. I don't know who he's got. Can't read the number. It looks like 38.
They're out there with the smallest bunch of players on the ice. Holden tried to run in Peter Hankinson. Hankinson went down on one knee, and Holden tried to run him into the boards. Very, very large of Holden. Holden only 6'3", 215, where Peter Hankinson is likely to be 5'10", I'd say.
Yeah,
look at him jabbering at him.
Well, I'll tell you what. Fletch, over there checking things out.
Yeah, Steve's probably in the back room there. He's got his training shirt on. He's probably working out on the stationary bike.
Well, he grew up there and flexed his muscles at Salt Lake. We'll see you next time, huh?
There's Kevin McDonald in the runway there too. I saw him in there on the training table moments ago. Tim, you not believe the thigh bruise he's got on the back of his leg.
29, Paul Holden, double minor, 4 minutes rough.
Good
Holden
call.
gets 4 minutes rough.
15, Peter Hankinson, 2 minutes rough.
Good call. Good call.
Hey, I can't believe Boyce didn't get anything.
I missed it. That was.
He took two, 3 punches and hit the guy. Must not have seen it, huh?
I didn't see. I was looking down at my list to.
Well, I mean, the ref must not have seen it. Boyce went after him. He then pulled him down.
Ian Boyce is not a big player in actual size, but he's got so much heart and so much soul, guts. Tough player. He's quick.
Yeah, we got some burners out there. Hurd and Boyce and Hankinson and Loxo can still wheel as being an old man that he is now.
Taking the night off. Well, I'll tell you right now, Tim, it's 8:41 to go in the second period, 5-0 the Komets. Salt Lake definitely getting frustrated right now. They're thinking all these little midgets running around there knocking the heck out of them. And we'll see here.
Well, of course, if Salt Lake's frustration continues to show to being some dumb penalties on their part, just make it worse. Retaliate on the scoreboard, huh? A shot. Nice save, Mazzotti. The rebound comes out to almost all the way out. Gruel keeps it.
I was wondering if they were going to blow the whistle there. Took a while. Mark's going pointing to his head like, what the heck?
Who's getting the high stick call, Scott?
Yeah, playing the puck.
He played it up there, didn't he?
And since they had a power play, it's down the opposite end.
That's all right. 1:42 left in the Fort Wayne Komet power play. They're already up 5-0. 20-16 shots on goal favoring the Fort Wayne Komets. So Anne Marie changed her hair color, and remember, you saw it first right here on Channel 10. And ready for the face-off. Grant Richardson for the Komets behind his own net. Over to Chinner. Chinner makes a nice pass over to Bob J. Bob will fire it into the zone. Mazzotti will shoot it off the near boards, and Richardson keeps it in. Around behind the net. Chin has it roll past him. Miller. Oh, nice. Little punch on the back of the head there. Goes unnoticed. Or I should say uncalled, not unnoticed maybe. Difference, huh?
It is a difference.
And Grant Richardson behind his own net. 1 minute left on the Fort Wayne power play. Igor's back on the ice. And
whoa, thank God that wasn't.
Chernomaz had been another inch taller. He'd had a breakaway. Fought for in the corner. Igor comes out with a puck. Backhands it around to Ratushny.
Got a penalty on Salt Lake.
Delayed call on Salt Lake. There's a slash. I guess they figure they're going to call one. They won't call the second one, but
it's been done before, not so much around here. But
Lurch down there, whatever his name is, Sabarin, put the slash on Hurd's ankle, but it doesn't get called. So now Salt Lake's got 2 men in the box. Rick Chernomaz for slashing. Holden's still in there for another 36 seconds, so the Komets with a 2-man advantage. So we want to score a goal within the first 36 seconds and then have a power play for the remaining time. Komets are going to have Paul Willett, Corey Kocur, Jean-Marc Richard, Colin Chin, and Joel Savage on the power play. 2-man to the good here.
Well, you know where Savage is going to be, right in front of the net. Kocur trying to get that big shot from the point. Willett now going to try to get the face-off. And did not.
Komets have the puck and a 2-man advantage for 27 seconds yet. Corey Kocur to Jean-Marc, to Chinner, back to Jean, over to Corey. Corey momentarily had a opening. Now he's got Kocur. He shoots and it deflects off of Willett. 10 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Back to Corey. He shoots and it just deflected off the Wortman stick. Back to Corey. Corey shoots. Mazzotti makes a save and he hangs on. Now who's going in? Wortman bumped into Savage. Pat, take a look down there in lower 16 where the young man got hit with a puck. I believe he's back. In lower 16.
Bless his heart.
He is back in the stands.
There is a high...
To your right, Pat. To your right. There you go. Hey. You got him. Right there with a headband on. He's all right.
Bit of a headache, but he's back. Bless his heart.
Oh, good going, buddy.
The lady next to his left there, she looks like, ugh.
He's still bleeding?
This guy's a wild man. He's come back.
Well, he's got his girlfriend with him. Maybe,
well, hey, I really admire that kid. Yeah, you didn't come up here for a fan of stand. Or
gonna have to wait till he heals now.
Injury in the stand.
Thanks, Pat. Glad to see him back. 6:36 left, period 2, 5 for the Komets, none for the Salt Lake Golden Eagles. Komets have 1 minute and 20 seconds left on their power play. Randy skating tonight, huh? Who rented the ice tonight?
One of my advertisers from over in Ohio, Sam's Place, Bob Moore and the group, and he wanted me to skate. I said, well, it's been a couple years. Well, I'd like to. It'd be fun.
Just don't go off sides, Randy.
Yeah.
Komets have the power play, but Salt Lake comes up with the puck and they clear it back to the Fort Wayne zone, and we've got 6:20 left in the period. Grant Richardson behind his net, out to Colin Chin. Cross rink pass goes awry, and Miller will shoot it right back into the Fort Wayne zone. And Reddick leaves it there for Grant. Grant brings it out, back over to Colin, and over to Bob J, right wing side. Bob J goes into the zone, flips it around the boards, all the way over here to Paul Willett, and Salt Lake brings it out again. 36 seconds left on the Komet power play. Hey, they got the men stacked up there. And hey, Joel Savage has a shot. Score!
What a Savage! On the side.
And
Salt Lake made a mistake on the opposing blue line, and Komets come back and collect on that one. Big shot from the right wing position by Joel Savage, and hit the far side and zipped right around the old net. I'd have to blame that one on the goaltender, Tim.
Well, it was a bullet.
It sure was.
Joel Savage gets his second power play goal of the night, and we'll pick up the assist here. Bob J probably won. 6-0 Komets. Willett and Bob J assist on Joel Savage's second power play goal of the night, making it 6-0 Fort Wayne Komets. up in the lead. Ian Boyce back on the defense to Lucyk. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left, second period of play. And Salt Lake, you think, Randy, after a while they would learn from taking all these penalties, it's going to cost them. And it's kind of hard if you play that way the whole entire regular season to change your habits in the playoffs, too. So Joel Savage, since he got that second goal, gets to go to Hartley's place, chow down for a while. Nothing wrong with that.
You would think Jason Mazzotti would come out to break that angle, but I think it happened so quick. Yeah. It happened so quick and very unlikely to take for someone to take that big shot from out there. It looked like he might even had some room to wheel a little bit in there, but Savage is just trying to take advantage of the goaltender and just let her go and see what happens. A surprise attack. The Japanese were very successful in World War II.
Now they are the best car dealers in the world now, huh?
And TV makers and radio makers.
And McCarthy gives Jean-Marc a little shove on the helmet. Boy, McCarthy is a big guy.
Oh, he's huge.
Lurch on skates, huh? Oh, and he grabs Jean-Marc and pulls him down, and nothing called on that. Should have been, though. He put his arm around him and hauled him down.
Well, it would have been called the first 10 games of the season, that's for sure, huh?
Oh, yes.
Nice pass.
Kelly Hurd bumps it over, and Hepley winds up, fires it down into the Fort Wayne zone, goes all the way around the boards, waiting as Igor, but a little mix up there, huh? I thought Igor was going to take it low, and the shot goes way behind the Fort Wayne net, all around to the far. Who's got it in there in the corner? It's
nice
Komets.
Play by Dan Ratushny. Nice block shot.
Kept in by Salt Lake. Gillingham behind the net. Stood on the play by Richardson. Gillingham gets it back, and breaking out will be Kelly Hurd. Takes a few stick jobs from Stritch there. And here comes Salt Lake Workman to the zone.
Well, he can motor pretty good for defensemen.
Jean-Marc Richard for the Komets. Passes it over to Lucyk. Lucyk up to Gruel. Gruel takes a look, shoots, and the rebound comes right back out in front. Workman cleared it to the side. Good shot by Scotty.
Oh, unbelievable. Control that puck. Just going over the blue line.
And Jean-Marc goes over, grabs the puck. He will put it over to Scott Gruel.
Boy, a lot of hacking out there.
Yeah.
Woo.
Jean-Marc Richard has it. 2:39 left. Lucyk up to Paul Willett.
Oh, come on.
Salt Lake starting to get a little chippy. They got their big boys out there again. Which is just about their entire lineup, really.
Well, I'd say they're missing some now. Just tripped Hankinson up. Good hit by Richardson. Good job.
Jay ties his man up. Chernomaz comes up with a puck, looking for somebody, but he's got two men up behind the net. Buskus. Bob Jay with a puck. It comes over to Grant. Grant plays it off the boards, and it gets all the way back down to the Salt Lake line where Rod Buskus feeds it over to Chernomaz. Back to Grant. They'll break out. Boyce has it. He's got Davidson with him. Boyce to the zone. Drops it for Lee. Lee's got time. Feeds it on through. Oh, nice
what a
play by Corey. Tried to tip it in on his backhand. Good chance. Maybe it was his forehand. I don't know, but he was there.
You know what? I thought that was Gruel. So we were both mixed up there for a moment.
Well, we get the best of both worlds. We might be right here.
Well, we're trying to look both directions at the same time, watch who's coming out of the box and why the referee missed that penalty.
Yeah. Hey, Ratushny breaks through. He's got Igor with him. Ratushny feeds it through. Chin tried to kick it back. Less than a minute remaining second period of play, and the Komets way out in front here, 6-0. Here comes
Kerry Lucyk. Good job by Lucyk right there. Just enough to...
Gillingham winds up, and boy, Ratushny went right up in his face. Didn't allow him to get that hard shot off.
Oh, now we're going to get a penalty. What a joke.
And Chibriev touches the puck, and the penalty call is made. We got a penalty on the Fort Wayne Komets.
And they missed the one over there in the corner. I can't believe it. Oh, yes, I can. Colin Chin going in the box for another one. Colin Chin with only 30 minutes of penalties in 57 games. Now he's got 32 in 58 games.
Hey, guess what, Randy? We got another fan in the stand coming up between the second and third period. This time it'll be Mike Davis being interviewed by Mark Gavart in between second and third period here.
Of these very famous Davis Enterprises, large chain across the country.
Is that the one and the same, Mike Davis?
That's the one and the same.
35 seconds left, second period, 6-0 the score in favor of the Fort Wayne Komets. Face-off at the upper part of the face-off circle to the right of Pokey Reddick. Lee Davidson in to take the face-off for the Komets. Him and Hepley, and it's going to come out to center ice, and Boyce is going to have a breakaway. There goes Boyce, shoots, and a nice skate saved by Muzzatti. Couldn't go in too much deeper. The guy had him covered, huh?
Well, Chernobaz was hanging on the side over there with Davidson.
15 seconds left, period 2. Komets shorthanded by one man. Here comes Hepley. Fed into the Fort Wayne.
Well, there's interference. They didn't call that either. So, whoa.
And
they're going to go with that one.
Forsland and Richardson taking a look at him. So
I would think Forsland did a bit of a kneeing right then when he hit Bobby J.
Yeah,
Bobby's all right.
Or something.
Bobby's okay. And there's going to be a penalty on that call too, Tim.
Okay, well, we'll be back and give you the penalty stuff at the beginning part of the third period. But right now, folks, we're going to have another fan in the stand interview with Mark Gavart and Mike Davis. And at the end of 2, it's the Fort Wayne Komets 6, Salt Lake nothing. 2 minutes charging to Forsland. We'll be right back, folks. You're watching Channel 10.
And here we go.
Well, we're underway. Third period action between the Komets and the Golden Eagles. And the Komets up by 6. Davidson has it, goes to the line.
Still seeing a lot of hooking and holding, Tim. Nice pick.
Salt Lake comes up with the puck, though. He'll have a shot. And Reddick makes the chest protector save, a point-blank rebound save. 3 saves in a row. Pokey hangs on.
I tell you, when he's on, he's on. And tonight, fans, he is on. Really playing alert, real quick with a stick, and a lot of confidence in Pokey tonight. You can see it.
And boy, does that make a difference, too.
Yeah, when the confidence is strong in the goaltender, it's strong in the rest of the team because they know they got somebody that's going to be back there to back them up, and you're going to have a guy like Ratushny make that little extra gamble, and most times it's going to pay off. So he knows he's going to have a backup.
Face-off taken by Salt Lake in the Fort Wayne zone. We have 4 aside, and the puck goes all the way back down the Salt Lake zone. And the Komets will have power play time in 30 seconds. They'll have slightly over 30-second power play. As Forsland picked up that roughing call at the end of the second period. Here goes Kelly Hurd to the line. Feeds it through to Paul Willett. Willett will try a backhander, and Muzzatti makes a save. Rebound comes off to Kelly Hurd. Hepley stepping in there, brings the puck out. Goes down to the Fort Wayne zone. And a nice hit by Jean-Marc.
Boy.
Up the ice to Chin. He puts a pass right on Hurd's stick. Kelly stops up. Oh, boy, Chin just didn't have too much room there. A couple more feet and he could have got a shot off. Dan Ratushny has the puck. Over to Grant. Grant passes it on up to Colin Chin. Right wing side. Goes Gruel. Backhands it through the crease. Fired all the way back down to the Fort Wayne zone. And Grant. Chinner to Gruel. Kocur in the zone.
Boy, that was a great move.
Whoa! Gruel took a run at Forsland, and Forsland and Gruel are looking at each other right now. Forsland gives him a little wood, and I think we're going to get a penalty on Scott here.
But not getting the retaliation, which really upsets me.
They missed the retaliation on that, and who's talking it over? Forsland and Gruel still having discussion. They didn't get Forsland's retaliation.
And that really upsets me. I mean, so many times you see the guy retaliate, and then they call the penalty on retaliation, and then they call the penalty on the original reason the guy retaliated. So right there, you have just the opposite. Rather upsetting for me, but that's somewhat SOP.
Standard operating procedure, I take it. Gruel, 2 minutes rough. So Salt Lake on the power play. 17:34 left in the game. Komets ahead, 6-0.
I think our young man with the direct hit to the head has decided to watch the game next Wednesday.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see him on the side seat somewhere instead of right behind the goal. But, hey, some of those people think it's fun to sit down there, Randy.
Well, they like to stay in the action, and there's a lot of action down there in the end.
But I have seen the nets you were talking about go at an angle on up and then stop the shots and take away the possibility of getting gonked a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see the plexiglass go up, and then you're going to have a problem with the plexiglass being so tall and real hard to handle, and it's going to be easily breakable. So.
And it's already been raised up, I think, over the past years by about another foot or so.
Nice! Oh, gosh.
Mazzotti makes the play in the Salt Lake zone. And Chris Miller up the ice to Patrick LeBeau. Shot into the Fort Wayne zone all the way around to the near side. McCarthy, Lucyk, and Davidson in the corner. Chinomaz in there. And it's going to be picked up by Jean-Marc. He'll backhand it down the ice, and the Komets have 1:20 left to kill on the power play to Salt Lake. Miller into the zone. Fed across into the other corner, and Chinner's there. He gets it out to Corey Kocur.
Here we go.
He goes on a breakaway. Kocur looks, shoots, score! Oh, wait a minute.
Hit the post.
Hit the post and came right out. Jeez. He had Mazzotti beat cleanly on that one, Randy.
I'll tell you, that was a heck of an opportunity and a heck of a try.
Poor Corey. I think he wanted that one bad. Boy, I thought that was going to be in. He had Mazzotti beat cleanly and kissed the post. Here comes Hepley. He fires it in off the glass. Reddick will push it off for Jean-Marc. He fires it all the way around. Clark keeps it in. Bounces off of Willett, though, and Willett tries to get by, and he's hauled down. And no call made.
Clark looking back to see if there's going to be a penalty, and there wasn't.
He says, hey, I got away with one, huh? Here comes Gillingham. And the puck played with a high stick there. 18 seconds left on Scott Gruel's penalty. .52 left. 6-0 Komets.
Number 9, Fort Wayne Metals. Number 24, Michael Lima, Central Catholic.
going to leave with 8 minutes to go?
That sounds okay. Well, he was writing me notes here, and then he's writing me notes. And Mark Varson will take my place here with 8 minutes to go in the game, and you'll enjoy listening to Mark. Mark, very knowledgeable from Wisconsin. Now down here with GM, and he's definitely a competitor for my job, so I always am very wise to watch what he's doing with me.
John Mark has it to Igor. Went behind Savage. Savage drops it back to Clark. Boyce in there to forecheck. Savage into forecheck. Salt Lake dumps it out there to center ice. Clark has it for the Golden Eagles. Over to the near side, Ratushny. Ratushny over to Grant Richardson. Both sides equal strength. And it comes out to Joel Savage. He'll wheel it right down into the corner. And Clark picks it up for the Golden Eagles. Here comes Brost. He winds up a shot, and the rebound comes all the way out to the point. Holding a high shot. High off the glass, and it's cleared right back down to the Salt Lake defense.
It's all right. Get that puck out of the zone any way you can. Regroup.
McCarthy is shot, and Reddick made the save. All the way around to Scott Gruel. Whipped on the clearing attempt. It's in the corner. And Scott Gruel is going to get it. Ratushny back there for the Komets. Dan, look out. Bad pass. McCarthy shoots and a shot it wide. Bad pass there. Think Pokey's going to say something to him? Hey, please, don't do that.
Like I said before, though, sometimes the guys wanted to take a few gambles, and that gamble just didn't pay off for him. But luckily, Pokey was right there ready to make the big stop.
Well, when you look at the scoreboard and the goaltender is doing as well as Pokey is tonight, you don't want to ruin it on a,
I'm not going to get into this one.
Unspoken subject, folks.
Yes, for sure.
In the corner, Gillingham takes a shot off the side of the net. Salt Lake trying to break into the scoring column. Gillingham fires it right back in, and Pokey steers it to the near side.
Gillingham, you have to think a lot of averages, Tim, because they're keeping the puck in the zone. Counts are having a tough time getting it out.
Clark takes a shot. That one's going to look out, lower 18. And a good defensive move by the gentleman in the red, white, and blue sweater.
There's Scotty. That's Bill Franke, Tammy's father. And there's Tammy in the blue, and her sister Rachel with a cap on. Tammy's boyfriend, Scott. Way to go, Bill Franke. Oh, that's well done ahead.
Oh, Bill, yeah, that's Bill, isn't it?
Beautiful wife. There you go, Scotty. Kid's got to get baseball glove there. Now, there's what you need. There's what you need when you sit up in the end zone there.
And a drive, and Pokey with a stick save over to the near side. Chernomaz, Salt Lake still controls the play right in the slot. There we go, and
what a rush here.
He's going to bring it out. 3-on-2. Igor, he gets through. All the way around behind the net. And Harkins trying to mug Igor a little bit. What a good move by Igor to get through all those guys. Fired right back into the Salt Lake zone with 12:49 left, 6-0 to score. And who's got the puck? John Mark Richard will have it for the Komets. Over to Kerry Lucyk. Fed through to Colin Shin. He's into the zone. Drops it off for Scott. Scott shoots a bullet off the blocker of Mazzati.
He gets that puck off so quick, Tim. Just so quick. And accurate, too.
Forsland dumps it down into the Fort Wayne zone. Hepley flying after it. Back on the defense to Wortman. Corey Kocur into forecheck. Up along the boards for Forsland. Into the zone to Holden. Oh, a shot off of Richardson's ankle.
Ouch.
Forsland with a puck. And here we go. 2-on-1 if Scott's being interfered with by Holden. See him put that stick right in the breadbasket and hold him up.
Yeah, I did. This guy tried to kick the puck and lost his balance.
Here comes Salt Lake. LeBeau couldn't handle the pass. Go up along the near boards. Into the corner it goes. And a score. They finally get on the board. 6-1. Komets in the lead. And that one came at 8:28 of period number 3. And the shutout for Pokey is broken with the hands coming up from the crowd now.
Deservedly so, people. Good job. Now the pressure's off, Tim. You can talk about shutout all you want.
Yeah.
I know you've been thinking about it.
Yes, I've been thinking about it ever since the start of the third period.
Salt Lake's definitely had the pressure on this period, unlike the first two. It's definitely something's going to happen, and it was bound to happen, and it did happen. So now the Komets can relax and start forcing the play and play heads up. There you go, just like that.
Hepley gets the goal. Here goes Igor. Whoa! My goodness! How many fakes can you give without losing control of the puck? It's amazing how he can handle that. Drop back to McCarthy. McCarthy into the boards. Down he goes. Takes him a little bit longer to get up. He's got so much size.
We got a penalty on too.
Hurd! Off the side of the post. Fake Mazzotti out of his you-know-what. Whoa, now here we go. Down in the corner. Who we got going in down there now?
Little extracurricular activity there, Tim. After the play, McCarthy trying to give Hurd. Oh, he punches Hurd there.
McCarthy, yeah, he's
a big boy.
Big tough boy, huh? And that 55, Ken Sabrin. First in his family, I think, Randy, to walk upright.
He's Gary Sabrin's son. I believe Gary Sabrin played in the NHL for a number of years.
Well, McCarthy's going to cool some. There was a delayed call on Salt Lake already to start with, so Sabrin will also go in. That takes about 465 pounds off the ice for Salt Lake right there. And we'll see what the penalty calls are going to be. As soon as Jungle Jim Amstutz fires up his mic.
Kelly Hurd really surprised me there. He got in the box. And Sabrin was going with Lucyk, I think. So that was really... So it looks like, 2-1 in the penalties.
Don Adam, the referee tonight. A lot of you folks probably remember his old TV series, Get Smart.
I was waiting for that one. He shortened his name as he got older.
McCarthy, 10-minute
good call.
Misconduct.
He's jabbering his jaw down there, Pat. McCarthy.
2 minutes roughing and a 10-minute misconduct.
Whoa. That'll learn you. Sabrin, a 2, and a 2, and a 10. He's out of here.
McCarthy jacking his jaw some more.
And Kelly Hurd picks up a 10-minute misconduct, and I do believe the Komets are going to have themselves a 4-minute power play here. I did not hear any minors called on Kelly Hurd. Oh, McCarthy, he's really mouthing things now. And now 10, McCarthy's been thrown out. Game misconduct for McCarthy.
Well, you know what happened. And he got that 10-minute misconduct, and he looked up from the clock with 52 seconds to go. He said, what the heck? I must have hit the showers. I can't do any damage with 52 seconds left, so I might as well go take a break. It's not going to hurt the team anymore, that's for sure.
Well, my own personal opinion is when you've got guys that act that way, they've got whatever they got coming to them. I mean, that's pure and simple. If they're going to act that way, fine. Let them get thrown out of the game.
He's already hurt the team for almost 50 minutes now, so you might as well just take a break.
So 10:52 left in the game. And Mr. Sabrin has 4 minutes on the board, so the Komets will have a 4-minute power play.
Sabrin got tossed, though, didn't he?
Yes. along with Holden.
So then they
Probably
got
not Holden, but McCarthy.
Yep. So they got somebody else sitting as 4 minutes out then, right?
Salt Lake has 7 guys over triple digits in penalty minutes, Randy.
Oh, almost had it.
Mazzotti clears it all the way back down to Pokey Reddick. Komets are on the power play. Compliments of Ken Sabarin. Chin over to Kocur. He winds up. And a nice deflection by Holden, and Mazzotti will hang on. Yeah, we take a scan here and look at Salt Lake's penalty minutes. McCarthy, 180. Chernomaz, 138. Kerry Clark, 227. Alex Nikolic, 129. Paul Cruz, 206. Gillingham, 239. Sabarin, 122. Others, 278.
Those are people that have been with the team for a while and are no longer here.
So that's quite a hefty penalty minute total that Salt Lake is running up.
Yeah, you look at the Komets, 101, 245, 229, and 254, respectively.
And the 254 belongs to Steve Fletcher. Oh, and the rebound all the way back out to Jean-Marc on the right point. One-timer by Kocur. Chin tried to deflect it in.
Is he nuts?
Makes you wonder how you want to get in the way of that, doesn't it?
Oh.
And the Komets moving things around on the power play. Colin Chin on the near side. Feeds it back over to Willett. Bounces over his stick. He'll put it around to Joel Savage. Savage taking a look to Kocur. Kocur feeds it in front. Mazzotti had it saved. Rebound. Score!
Yes!
Savage at hat-trick!
Top corner.
3 power play goals for Joel Savage. Whoa!
Yeah, it's nice to see it, Tim. With 9:49 to go in the third period, the Komets ahead 7-1. And the hat trick to Joel Savage. And the people, strangely enough, in the third period are not leaving tonight, as they have in the past 2 home games. So it's, the Komets up and down, still leading their division. But Scotty Gruel going without a face mask now. He's back with his old helmet. Said, I've had enough.
Yep. Joel Savage just cranked in his 3rd power play goal of the night. The hat.
But Kelly Hurd's got a baseball hat on in the penalty box. Do you see that? Oh, so much different.
Chin and Kocur assisted on the 3rd goal from Joel Savage. All 3 on the power play. And the Komets still have 1:40 left on the other power play. Compliments of Ken Sabarin. 7-1. Yeah, the place to retaliate when the other team throws dumb penalties on you is on the scoreboard, and the Komets are doing that tonight. They're raising that power play percentage up tonight, Randy.
That's right.
Wortman tries a shot. Blocked by Richardson. Both of them were blocked by Richardson. Komets still on the power play for another minute and 10 seconds yet. Here goes Scott Gruel without the face shield around the back of the net. Holding off Holden. Holden tries to clear it. He gets it over to Hepley. Hepley will bring it out. Hepley just dumps it down. Salt Lake will change their penalty killing unit. Jean-Marc Richard gets it for the K's. Then Dan Ratushny. Up the ice it goes. Chinner to Willett. Over to Savage. He winds up. Oh, and here comes the rebound out to Chin. Behind the net to Willett. Savage crashes in front of the net. Right in front.
Ooh, I thought that was a 2-liner.
That looked like it to me, but Reddick makes a save off of a blast from Patrick LeBeau. Took the shot, and Reddick made the save. And that's onside. It goes in behind the net. Mazzotti plays it around the boards, and icing it all the way back down on goal is Salt Lake's Tim Harris. Here goes Chin to Willett. He's got Savage with him. Down he goes, penalty call. And Salt Lake is going to go to the sin bin again.
Well, Tim, if you'll excuse me, I'll have my favorite color man next to Dan Deerdorf step in, Mark Gavart.
Randy's going to go down
as I dodge punches. As I dodge punches.
I hope you can still get your skates on, Randy.
Yeah, I hope so too.
See ya. As we wait for Mark Gavart to sit on in for Randy here. Hey, Mark.
Hi, partner.
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah, that big bad mound of sound buddy of mine. Always a pleasure to step in for a guy that big. You're right. I hope his skates fit. Good call.
Warms the whole seat up, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Actually, the whole section. Lots of interesting things going on here in this Comet Game of the Week. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is some hockey for you. This has been exciting. You're sitting at home, keep score, 7-1 still. Comets are ahead. Harley Davidson kicked out of the face-off circle.
Lee Harley Davidson.
Replaced by Boyce. He's had a great game so far.
Yeah, the Comets have definitely looked sharp. They've maintained their cool against these.
Exactly.
These lurches.
Look at that. Scott's got a new helmet on. He went back to the old helmet.
He winds up. Boy, look out. He's already sent one person to the doctor tonight.
Yeah.
Shot in on net. It's going to be cleared down the ice. And Salt Lake has 1:35 to kill on their penalty. Boyce hanging back here at the blue line.
Ooh, that was a hot one. Ratushny's had a rough go of it bringing that puck out from behind the net today in third period.
They made a pass right out in front there. I thought for sure it was going to be stuffed back in.
That gives every coach cardiac arrest to see that.
Not to mention the goalie that's working on a shutout, too.
That's right.
Here goes Lee Davidson. In behind the net, backhanded over to Scott Gruel. Gruel back to Lucyk. Louis over to Jean-Marc. He winds up a deflecting puck. Goes into the corner. Whoa, and down goes the Salt Lake player right on the tailbone. Lucyk winds up, and that one bounces around. Mazzotti grabs it and hangs on.
Lots of sticks, lots of Comet sticks swinging to whack away at that puck as it goes by. Nice job. Well, fans, as you're sitting at home here, it's 6:43 left in the third period. It's 7-1. Comets are in the lead. You're always thinking about, boy, this is really good. You know, I watch Channel 10 every week, and how exciting it is to watch Comet hockey once a week brought to you. We're going to do our best to bring it to you again next season, but also it's the franchise agreement time right now.
Funny you should mention that. I was just thinking that.
It means that Comcast, your cable provider here in Fort Wayne, is working with the city of Fort Wayne to try and set up another franchise agreement for several years. You'll have a chance to voice your opinion, so keep tuned to Channel 10 for more information, and please call your council member, call your mayor, let them know that you want to keep supporting access in this town to keep quality programming like the ones you're watching right now, the Comets, on TV every week next year too.
Because the possibility exists, does it not, that it might not happen?
That's always correct. That's always correct. It's part of the franchise agreement to support cable access with money. Hey, they could say no to it. Hey, let's take a break from that heavy topic and talk to the Twister.
All right, looks like he's in a better mood tonight than he was last weekend.
Rightfully so.
Okay, Ron, turn around. Thank you.
Imagine what kind of windows you could wash with that.
Yeah. Well, as play goes on, Mark, I want to reiterate one thing you were talking about there, folks. If you enjoy Comet hockey, you don't have to enjoy the whole lineup on Channel 10. But if you're a Comet hockey fan and you want to see this continue, believe me, it's the utmost importance to call your city councilman or drop them a note and let them know that you want support for the access channels here in Fort Wayne. Not just Channel 10, but the college access also.
Oh, nice pass.
And it's very important, believe me, because the possibility exists that the operating staff from Channel 10 would cease to exist because some of the city council members don't think it's important. Some of the same city council members that Holden will take a shot, and Reddick makes a save and hangs on. Good
nice job,
Pokey. But to talk to some of the city council members, they say, we support Channel 10. We want Channel 10. We don't want anything to happen to Channel 10. And then you hear stuff like, well, maybe we don't want the support from Comcast Cable to go to Channel 10. Remember, you're talking to politicians, folks, and the politicians only understand one thing, and that's hearing from you.
You've got to
get the word from you. So if you want Comet hockey to continue, get on the phone and get these politicians fired up. I'm going to pull a Ross Perot on these yokels here.
You got it. It's your time, Tim. Go right at it. You said it all, pal.
Send $15. 1-800.
Knock it off, will you?
Just do it. We're going to do it. No, folks, in all seriousness, get a hold of your city council members and let them know how you feel. It is important.
Willett to Chin. Let's go back to hockey.
Here we go. Hepley has the stick put on him by Chin. Forsland has the puck, backhanded over into the Fort Wayne zone. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left in the game. 7-1, Komets in the lead. And Salt Lake is saying, let's get out of town. Hey, there you go. Good chance, Salt Lake. And Boyce come in there and messed up the shot from Forsland. Right, a bouncer off to the...
Got
like
a penalty
coming.
Drop in
got
there. A penalty coming. Calling it
and
on us.
Pokey's got it. And bodies are all over the place. When do those negotiations start officially?
Actually, they're currently working right now. They're in the midst of that right now. And at the end of March, the public is going to have a chance. A 2-minute holding call coming up here on the Komets. At the end of March, the community will have a chance to voice their opinion, and the time is now. When you get off watching the game here tonight, your council members, you know who they are, who's in your district, and you know who your member is. Go ahead, look it up in the phone book. Give them a call at home. They probably got an answering machine, but leave a message on there telling that you support Access and you want to see Channel 10 continue to be supported in the future. One major thing they want to talk about, too, is the support that the Allen County Public Library gives to Channel 10.
That's right. You got to give kudos to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Channel 10 would not be where it is if it wasn't for the support of the library. Also, if you know someone that sits on the library board or you want to call in the library, talk to some of the members of the staff that work, not at Channel 10, but for the library itself, and thank them for the support that they've continually given over the years, because Channel 10 would not be where it is today if it wasn't for the support of the Allen County Public Library.
Very true, Mark. Thanks very much to ACPL. Although there are a few shows on Channel 10 I thought that some people don't really appreciate.
That is the beauty of Access.
But that's part of it. It's a freedom of speech, folks, and it works only on Access TV. You won't find that in network or PBS.
What do we tell them? If you don't like it, get your own show. Make your own show.
Just ask Sarah. She can do her own show.
Right.
Did you see in the paper the other night? She had a whole full-page ad article written on her.
Why don't we get coverage like that?
I don't know. We got the most watched show on Channel 10.
Why doesn't somebody come down and talk about all the good things that are going on down there?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we're going to talk to Tanya Ish Kaler there and ask her where she's going to come to right next. And hopefully it's right up here.
Well,
so,
I
Tanya,
saw that.
if you're watching this, get a hold of us.
I saw that, and one of the guys at work says, well, why is she getting a full-page write-up? And you guys don't even get mentioned in the sporting section.
No.
I said, well,
I'm trying to get Pat Stelty mentioned for the volunteer award for the bottom of the page on Mondays there, and Del Ford won't take my calls. I don't know, stepchildren, I guess. I hate to use that term, but we get treated low.
Oh, well.
Back to the action. Let's get off the soapbox.
Why? It's fun. 3:28 left in the game. 7-1 lead for the Komets. They're in shorthanded situation for another 35 seconds, and they clear it back to center ice, and Wertman will go back for it. Kevin Wertman up to Brust. Into the zone he goes. Lucyk on him. Back to the point. A shot. Reddick makes a save.
Big save. That was an important part of... Pokey's just there when they need him. He's doing the old stand on his head trick. It's been a great game for him so far.
Salt Lake. 8 seconds left on the power play.
Muscling him on the side of the boards. Hold his stick. He was holding Pokey's not happy at all. I tell you what, he held Pokey's stick. Pokey tried to get back up, so he jumped right back on top of him.
Pokey giving him a ride. So,
Pokey will innocently skate back to his crease. I don't know what you're talking about. I tell you what, Salt Lake will be happy to get back to the old Western civilization, as they call it. Get back on that plane and leave town. I think they've had a rough road tour. Oh, they won in Kalamazoo last night. They got bashed around up there, too.
Well, they go back to Salt Lake, and they get home. They say, honey, I'm home, honey, I'm home, and honey, I'm home.
Multiple.
You figure that one out.
Yeah. A lot of fans grasp that already.
So, who's that? Gillingham? He's surely got to be in the middle of it, and he is.
Well, I tell you, That's interesting to see because, you know, Pokey's kind of like that silent partner back there. He just does his job. You never really hear from him. In fact, with that mask on, it's deceiving. You can't really see the expression of his face like you can the other players.
Yeah.
But, boy, I tell you, I know what expression was on his face when all that went down. Yeah, it's right to the locker room. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. You know he did more than 2 minutes time for that one.
So Gillingham will get the quick shower, and about 1/8 of Salt Lake's team is
they're on the
dressed
bus.
and ready to go.
They're on the bus. Nice shot of the crowd here tonight from Pat. Starting to thin out a little bit. A lot of the scouts are home, and they got to be to school in the morning, you know.
Well, let's see. We're looking at 8:30. Moving pretty quick tonight.
Yeah, it is. You'll have to do a long post-game show, huh?
You were in on this,
what do you
too.
mean? I thought Randy was going to come up with the skates on.
Oh, no. That's all he can do to walk on shoes, let alone skates.
Yeah, he gets 4.
Reddick gets 2 hold, 2 rough, and I think they could have put another 2 on for trying to ride the back, but I don't think that's in the book.
I really don't think he's that upset about it. That'll just be another mark on the side of his stats for the end of the season he's proud of. And you know how it is, too. In any situation, any team's going to back the goalie up. The defensemen are going to be down there. They're going to be cranking on somebody that's in their way. And how do you figure? Something like this has got to go on. And Pokey's happy with that. Congratulations, Pokey. He got about 8 or 9 minutes of penalties this year with those 4, maybe.
8 minutes. That would give him 12 total
12
for the year.
Now.
He just broke the tie between him and Gagnon. He was tied with Gagnon. 2:50 left in this one. 7-1's the score, so the Komets coming up with another 2 points tonight gives them 77 on the season. I think you can realistically say they're not going to catch Atlanta.
Well, and Salt Lake just wants to get this game over with right now.
Yeah. Well, we hope they do.
Now the ref, of course, is asking for someone to be in the box. There's 50 seconds
Somebody's
left.
Now
they want somebody in there all. No.
Who are they going to send?
I don't know what they're doing here. They're putting 5 players out. Now why don't we have 5 players out then?
Oh, we got 4 seconds left on.
4 seconds left on our field. Don't mind me, folks. I'm supposed to be calling the game.
Penalty. Now
here we go.
Now we got 5 on 5. All those penalties cancel each other out.
Ooh.
Forsland takes a shot off the side. Into the corner it goes. Salt Lake's going to give it up maybe. They still fight for it along the near boards. Davidson pokes it back in behind the goal line. Hepley behind the net. Tries a backhand. Oh, Davidson right there to help out Pokey. Will be kept in by Holden. Fired back in behind the goal line. Brought out by Tim Harris, and
Ratushny, why is he protecting the face? See, I tell you,
you can't grab the pucks, but you can protect your face.
Yes. I went down, and fans, if you're ever here at the Coliseum and you're watching the monitors, if the Channel 10 crew is up here right now, we're tied into the monitor system here, so take a trip up if you might want to take a look at the monitors at the concession stand. That's Pat Stelty bringing to that action, and a lot of fans, I stood out the hallway out there and talked to some of them, and you can go into the lounge, the same action's there brought to you. You don't get to hear the audio from Tim and Randy, but you do get to hear or see the important video.
Hey, Jim Anstut's giving us plugs.
I tell you what, he waits till the place is empty. What a guy. I would give Jim a hard time, I tell you. He does a great job for us. Notice some changes here, and you want some new life. He's bringing out some new music, too. So you're hearing some different songs tonight that you hadn't heard lately. So good to see he's got change up in his repertoire, too.
Well, I think you can stick a fork in Salt Lake. I think they're done.
Boy, glad the commissioner's not hearing that. Jeez, Tim, you'd be banned from Channel 10. You can't go any lower than that. So who you got on Comet Corner coming up after the game?
Hey, I don't know.
You're kidding me. Just you and the big boy?
Depends on whether the Komets, see, they play in Phoenix Thursday and Friday. And it depends on whether they leave Wednesday night or not. If they do, we'll try to get maybe Guy Dupuis back on.
Once you get one of those fat guys from sports there, Randy.
Oh, Randy will already be on.
There you go. That's enough. That's one guy's enough.
But Guy will probably not make the trip, being injured that he is, and it helps cut down on travel expenses with the less amount of people you take out there.
So, well, talk him into it if you can. Get him out there, too.
So I don't know. To answer your question, Randy was going to
do some discussing.
Going to check on that, and when we hear from the mound of sound,
we'll know.
We'll know, but you won't know, folks, until 8 o'clock tonight.
So stick around. There's a half hour of exciting Comet talk coming your way.
You betcha. 467-1275. Give us a call. Then if you got any questions about the franchise agreement we were talking about earlier,
we'll definitely answer them then, won't we?
We'll definitely try to. Susan Tilbury is always there. She writes the names of the phone callers down, and of course she is the president of CAN Incorporated, I believe, are we not?
That's correct.
And you're a member, I'm a member, Pat's a member. I think we have about 60 now or so.
Members. That's supporting community access television right here in Fort Wayne.
So we'll be doing some fighting for the people to make sure the Access TV stays here, but we need your help yet. All it takes is a phone call or a little postcard.
Nice wrestle in the corner. Only 33 seconds left in the game. Still 7-1 Komets.
This one's in the bag. Oh, nice save by Pokey. Staying sharp right up to the last second.
Ooh.
That one's deflected over the top of the net. Paul Willett has it. He tries to clear it. Brost up along the near side. 15 seconds left in the game, and that goes back down to the Salt Lake line. And that's just about going to do it. 10 seconds left in the game. Salt Lake will probably not even get another shot off. Comes back to center ice.
Lucyk to Richard. That's
1 second, and that's it. The buzzer ends the hockey game, and the final score: the Fort Wayne Komets 7, the Salt Lake Golden Eagles 1, in a very good display tonight by the Komets.
Absolutely. Stick around, fans. We got a little fan in the stand action. That's time Tim's going to interview me. We'll cover for Randy in the postgame show. What a fantastic finish.
8,103 people happy here tonight, folks. We'll be back with a postgame show. You're watching Komets.